So these are the hardware components. You can see this is a 5/8 inch carriage bolt. You can source from any hardware store. All of these parts you can source from a hardware store. See, this carriage bolt is 3.5 inches long, 5/8 diameter. Got a fairly standard metal spacer and a standard washer. And you can see these rails are 2x4 ripped in half, 76 inches long in this case, to hold my two canoes side by side. I just have a flat washer and a lock washer and a counterboard hole for the carriage bolt. This way you can keep your nut and your bolt below flush, so you're not damaging the gunnels on your canoe or whatever else you're carrying. And you want to make sure that you drill this counterbore the smallest diameter possible, and still be able to get the socket in the hole to tighten or loosen the nut. And then this protective material is just some. We just bought some mats from Dollar Tree for like $2 a piece and cut them up and stapled them on. So I just put the staples in the sides so they're not going to damage the gunnels on the canoes. And you can do whatever you want here. I think if I was to do this again, I would put carpet on the whole surface. And then we just made some, just took some scrap plywood and made some stops on the ends. Now I'm going to show you how this, the key to all this is how this carriage bolt fits in the track. So you can see this carriage bolt has been ground on the edges just a little bit. We had to do that just to get the diameter down, and there may be some slight variation in carriage bolts that you can find, but in this case these had to be shortened slightly to fit in the track, but it was pretty easy to do with a file or with a 4-inch metal grinder. So here's the track, the factory system that comes on the Excursions, and it's got this little springy stop here, which is a safety so that your device doesn't slide outside of the track. And then you got just a standard tie down here. But you can take the carriage bolt and then you can slide it wherever you want it in the track. It slides fairly freely until you, and you can see that the design of the carriage bolt, the square boss, fits nicely in the track. And you can slide it, but when you put the spacer and tighten down on the nut, it locks it in on the lip of this rail. There you go. So here's a shot showing the roof rack installed on the 2003 Ford Excursion.